It's off the ground for a fair bit. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking if we cut it up there, we should have like maybe like at least 6 feet of footage, well, fucking footage, length
Yeah.
on this log. So this is option number one. Option number two is this guy right here. This is also arc off the ground as well. So if you cut it into two places, that's another a 6-foot piece. I think one of my tests is if I start sawing through it and I see white
Yeah.
stuff coming, then you know it's kind of dryish. If it's yellow brown, it's wet. So I
Gotcha.
don't know what's the best choice to go for right now, but
Let's do this one.
that's the two I've saw.
This one is like off the ground, all right. Like it's nicely positioned for us to start sawing it, right?
So I'm thinking I saw this end, you can saw the other end, and
Yeah, beauty.
then I can probably I can carry this home on my own. And if you want to work on that one too, you can carry that one, and I carry this or something like that.
I think that this will provide plenty.
Enough
Yeah.
for one night.
Yes.
I burned something like this last night, and it was enough. So far, so good.
Oh yeah. We found a log on the beach, brought it back to our campsite, sawed it up, and now we're sort of batoning it into different size wood to get the fire started. We don't know how dry this wood is, so we just found it on the beach. It was elevated off the sand, but I'm sure it's not going to be perfectly dry, but so far it looks pretty good. It's definitely not like soaking wet or anything, right?
I was pretty light to carry it back, so that's a good sign. And it does split up so nicely. Look at it, like parallel lines. It's beautiful.
What's that knife you're using, yo?
This is the big A7 with not skateboard, hockey tape. A
Hockey
little bit more
tape?
grip. Yeah, you know what? This thing is holding up really well on it. It's gives just a little bit more grip than the actual plastic.
And this knife is so much better, in my opinion, than the BK2. Like it's lighter in the hand, and you have so much more blade length.
Yeah, which is good for what we do here. I'm sure the Big ATO would surpass this in different tasks under different circumstances, but for what I'm seeing myself using this is pretty much this is ideal.
Be better at like prying open a car door or something.
Yeah, Big ATO, I mean. But for outdoors use, for splitting through logs, the longer ridge is probably an advantage in this case. It is rusting though. Because of the rain, some rain got into the sheet, and it has been rusting on the edge. When you use it, the rust kind of vanishes off if you use that specific part of the blade. But right now I can see rust spots all the way along.
I got a little bit of rust like in the screw.
Yeah, I got those too, and I have like right here,
Oh yeah.
different couple here, couple there.
Huh.
Yeah. You're kind of running out of tip there, eh?
It's not very long. I think it's like looks like the same length as the Recon one, 4.5 inches maybe, or 4 inches.
Yeah. Get into a knot there.
Not a problem for the BK7. All right.
I think it's it will be a sort of decent chopper as well. It's just not something I would like to use it for personally.
I don't want to chop wood anyways, like for
No.
for no good.
One very understated tool is the folding saw. Nobody talks about it because it's not very cool.
Yeah.
But I would say most of the work that we do out here would not be possible without having the saw with you.
It's true.
So now I think
I would just give it like a minute.
this to catch better.
Yeah. It's doing good. Do we have any other smaller ones?
No, that's it. That's enough. We just need to get this going, like get at least dry it.
Are you crazy?
What?
Dude, you can't put the big guys on yet.
Oh no, it'll work. At least it'll dry them, right?
Yeah, okay. We'll see what happens.
No, don't worry, it will work.
It's under control?
These are our next smallest pieces. Everything else from this is like giganticus.
Alright, well the fire is operational and it's cracking and popping.
All the pictures.
Yeah. It's like, yo, I'm getting some great footage here, except the camera's not on. So I'm drinking the wine straight out of the Nalgene, which is probably some sort of bastardization. So the wine doesn't come from wood, nor does the container come from any organic material. We're going completely inorganic tonight.
Plastic on top of plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you could see the stars.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Where's the moon, yo?
I don't think the moon is there.
Okay, well we got a lot of stars, but we don't have the moon. It's a little alarming, but we'll be okay. Maybe the moon's over there behind like the clouds or something.
Well, I think it's underneath us probably.
How could it be underneath us?
Well, it's on the other side of the planet. It's
No.
probably shining in China or something right now, or India.
What do you mean, like in the middle of the day?
Yeah. You never saw the moon here in the middle of the day?
I thought it was just like left over from nighttime.
Oh, that blew my ears too.
Uh-oh. It's just after 11 o'clock now. We can still see the stars pretty amazingly. The ocean, the tide sort of came up closer to us. Not close enough to get us, but you can definitely see the white of the crashing waves. Our fire is at full heat intensity right now. We don't have any more fuel to put on it though. So we're kind of dealing with the big pieces at the end. But yeah, it's been a pretty long day, but after we got here, this place is amazing, man. I'm so happy that I came here. But I gotta say that the next destination that I would like to go is like high elevation, like a meadow or something like that with a nice view in the distance of mountains. A fire would be nice to have, but it's not essential. But I gotta say that like fire takes camping from being like 50 or 60 or 70 out of 100 to being like 80 or 90 out of 100, you know? It definitely contributes a lot. Like, it's almost like you can imagine like our ancestors like sitting around like looking at the fire, just as we're doing right now. And it's like, that was their TV, or that was their computer, or whatever. And it's like whenever we're out here, we feel satisfied when we have a fire, right? So if you take that away, it's almost like when we were stealth camping in the dark woods, you know? It's like, yeah, you can still go to sleep and still wake up, but it's surviving, but it's not, you know, living, right?
Yeah. Everybody, like, we're here on this beach that's probably 2 kilometers long, and I think there's 5 different groups of people on the beach. Everybody has made a fire so far. Some of them have gone down already. They probably went to sleep. There's only, I would say, two groups of people with still a fire raging, but everybody has made a fire. So I would say it's a very universal way of concluding a day.